We are back, my friends. EAFC 24 is here, and today we embark on a brand new My Player journey, and I am very excited to get started. I hope you're all doing fantastic, having an awesome day. I appreciate all of you for taking the time to watch this video. 2,000 likes would be absolutely incredible on this first episode. If you are new around here as well, and you're excited for all of the future content on the channel, feel free to subscribe and activate the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of the future videos from EAFC 24. Without further ado though, sit back, relax, and enjoy our very first episode of our EAFC 24 My Player Career Mode. So, there's been a few changes this year to the customization section of My Player Career Mode, so I'll be taking you through that now, and I'll also show you some of the other new stuff as well as we progress through the video. I have seen the trailer for My Player, but there are elements that I've not yet seen either. Playing styles I know about, but the info section here, there are a couple of new stuff that I want to show you. So, the info has stayed the same, the athletic stayed the same as well, position stayed the same, and then obviously the way you customize your player. I've already gone ahead and done this, so this is our player for EAFC 24. In terms of our kit though, we can now actually have facial accessories. So there you go, we've got some facial accessories there that we can use. That's something that's new to this year, and also, you've probably already noticed it, tattoos. I'm not yet putting a tattoo on my player, but if you wanted to this year, you can. You can put them on your arms and your legs as well. And as for the animations, there are some new celebrations to this year's game, and I've gone with this one just because I found it quite funny. Faking it. Your player will run off, act like they're injured, and then do like a little dance move, in essence, afterwards. So yeah, we're going with that one to start our My Player journey. But that is the customization section of this year's game. Let's see what else is new. I wasn't ready for the team choice just yet, but we've got to decide on our team that we begin this journey with. And we're starting in League 2 this year, the lowest available league in England, and we're going to try and work our way up to a global superstar from there. Now, there are a number of teams, I'll scroll through them right here, that you can choose in League 2, and I have decided on one. There was two options I thought about for this journey to start with. One of them was a side that I'd done a Road to Glory with in the past, and that was Forest Green Rovers. Yeah, they're back in League 2. They have a cool kit and everything, and I have played with Forest Green Rovers before in a career mode save, but I've decided instead to go with a newly promoted side, one that is owned by global superstars themselves, and that team is none other than Wrexham. You've probably heard a lot about Wrexham in recent times, but in case you haven't, recently Ben Foster was playing in goal for them, but he's since retired. They are owned by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, and they were promoted from non-league into League 2 in the previous season, and at the time of recording this, they are at the top end of the table. I want to say they sit in 4th at the moment, but I might be wrong with that. So they are the team we've decided to start our journey with in this year's My Player. As for our settings, we're going with Ultimate Difficulty, like we always do, and I'm keeping Negotiation Strictness on Strict to see if that affects the transfers in this year's career, because we know last year players left the club far, far too much. That really, players shouldn't have been leaving. I'm talking about Haaland, for example, at Man City when he was our best striker. There was many other examples, but yeah, we're keeping Negotiation Strictness on Strict.
All right, lads, bring it in. I just want to say, welcome to the new faces joining us. Today marks the first step in their journey to becoming a regular on this squad. Welcome. All right, enough of that. I'm with you. All right, mate. The rest is up to you.
So, seems like personalities are the same, Virtuoso, Maverick, and Heartbeat. We have an opportunity here to choose which one we want to go. My issue with this, though, it doesn't really tell us what they boost, so I'm going to hold off choosing this just for now, and obviously we've got loads of shopping to do, but we don't have any money yet, so we can't do any of those. So we can back out of this menu. Manager rating we already know about as well. Training. Player agent. This is one of the new things added to this year's game, so that's what I wanted to check out first. As you can see, we can go current contract, which is this is what we're expected to do, renew our contract. In order to be able to renew it, we have to achieve those things there. Some of them are optional, some of them are not though. For example, successful key dribbles, we have to try and do that, whereas shots on target, optional. So we're on 2,400 at the moment. Requested weekly wage, 5,100. We can change this. We can move up and down, but if we move up, watch what happens to our expectations for our renew contract. You can see there, currently at 31 for successful key dribbles. Once I move it up, it does improve to 33. So if you want the higher wage, you will have to do more in order to get it, which is understandable. Next up, your path. You can now choose a team that you want to eventually go to, and it'll give you expectations and things to work towards in order to get to your dream team, essentially. Now, one thing to note here, though, is if I show you Bournemouth, you can see they're not even interested in signing us at the moment because it says there they're looking for players from more advanced clubs than yours. Consider moving to a better team if you want to join them in the future. So some teams just outright do not want to sign you, which is, again, understandable. However, some of them, Burnley, for example, will, but you can see they want a lot in terms of their expectations. So keep that in mind. And then you do have the recommendation section, which your agent will, I'm assuming, send you teams that are interested in signing you. So you can always look here if you need a little bit of inspiration for a team to join next. And this is the screen then that we are presented with. As you can see there, Wrexham sign Wood. Count on rising star. We're wearing the number 8 shirt for this season. 18-year-old academy graduate and the new boy in the senior dressing room, but he looks a real prospect. Is the young midfielder ready to be thrown straight into the first team action at Wrexham? The manager seems to think so. I've got no doubt DJ can make his mark at this level. I hope he'll cope with the sense of expectation. The rest of the lads will help him settle, I am sure. So there we go. We're in. We're at Wrexham, and it's time to see what we can do in our first season as a pro. I am just looking around to find the section. So here it is then. Player growth, and seems like we're still using skill points, and there are still archetypes. And yes, it looks like the skill tree is very similar, if not the same as last year. So the playing styles come from the personality tiers. As you can see, we need to unlock more tiers in order to have our playing styles put in here. But again, it doesn't tell me how I unlock that first tier. Oh, I need 500 points in either Maverick, Heartbeat, or Virtuoso. Okay, that's how you unlock the first tier. So if we go back to... where was that choice we had to make? Was it in activities? I think it was. It was indeed. So, personality boost. If we look here, we can choose any of these. Now, I don't know if this choice affects which playing style you get given. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And it would have been nice to see which one would if that is the case. But I don't know, so I'm just going to choose based on instinct, and we went Maverick last year, so I think I'm going to choose one of the other two. Let's go Heartbeat, why not? So there you go, we've chosen Heartbeat, and we'll see what happens now when we move back into our player personality section. We've got 2 tiers to use here. Okay, some of these are locked and some of them are not now. I apologise as well if I'm talking a lot at the start of this video. If you do want to just see the matches, I will put a little timestamp in the description for you to go straight there. But there are a lot of new stuff I do want to cover as well in this video, which is why I am doing this. As you can see, whip pass unlocked at 50% Virtuoso. So over time, the more points you get will then end up having more percentage in a certain area. But does that mean that some of them will be then taken away? And then that way your playing styles might be affected. So whip pass, you need Virtuoso. Quick step, you need that as well. First touch, these are all Mavericks. And we've got, well, we actually went all right here by the looks of it. I picked the right one. So Heartbeat seems to be the passing ones, which for a midfielder, useful. Virtuoso seems to be the kind of, well, all-around ones, I want to say, and Maverick seems to be the more attack-minded players. But then again, so does Virtuoso at times, like quick step, explosive sprint, outside the foot passes and shots, Trivella. Right, the first 2 I'm going to go with, though, are difficult first-time ground passes with high accuracy, slide tackle, flare, pinged pass. Oh, I don't know. So much choice. All right, I've gone with Tiki Taka and Trivella. I want us to have those 2 to start off with, see how we get on with them, and then we can change these whenever we feel like. But they're the 2 I'm going with for now. As for our rating, we are not the highest rated player at the club. James McLean is, followed by myself and Paul Mullin. And then as we scroll down, you can see some of the other players in this Wrexham side. It's a decent team, and it's one that we should have a lot of fun playing in this first season. And we'll see how far we get with them before we look to the future. Have noticed, not sure where my training is, so I don't know where I train now. We'll see. Oh, so the training now happens before a game. So you don't do it from a specific area. You just skip to the game, and then you get to train before you play the match. Fair enough. That's how you train now then. So I'm going to do the first bit of training here, and then we'll see if we're able to get some minutes against Mirandes in this pre-season friendly. Impress the boss ahead of the new season. After training for the first time, we have got 6 skill points to allocate, and I'm not going to go into pace as much now that we're playing central midfield, so I think at the start we should look at improving our passing. So let's just go into short passing and vision there, and then we'll put one into long pass and vision there, and then we'll go short pass, long pass. So decent. 6 points already from the first training, and I actually didn't do that well. I got an A, D, and a D. So I definitely could do better in the future. Although there are a couple of these that were a little bit difficult. So yeah, it's going to take a bit of time getting used to the training as well. It's match day, and the boss has introduced us to the starting 11 here. We are on at the 57-minute mark. 0-0 the score. Let's see how this goes. See if we can impress the boss in this first appearance for the club. And just in case anyone wonders about my camera settings, here they are for you. Classic for single player, multiplayer, and for the My Player. So that is the camera settings that we are going to be using for the moment in the series. Also sliders, nothing. Everything unchanged. Still at 50 as it is from the very start. So haven't used any sliders. Everything remaining at default. So there's my camera settings. There's my sliders. Differences for me as well. I am playing centre midfield now, not right midfield. So I need to make sure my positioning is good. Forward with the ball forwards. It's nice. It falls here for Mullin. We will look to shoot. Maybe a bit ambitious. Palmer will come away with it though. And now Young, edge of the penalty area. Here is a good chance to keep the attack going with Wrexham. Mullin on the turn. I made a run, but he didn't find me just yet. Young again. Now Mullin once more. Mullin finds us. We'll find Palmer. Palmer with a strike. Dominguez with a save. And we are very much into the action already here with this Wrexham side. Davies, edge of the penalty area. Turning again. Can't this time though find the ball. And for the moment, they've got away with it there, and Wrexham, big chance, couldn't take it. Gomez finding Carlos. Martin now then towards Alvaro Sanz, out wide for Moreno. At the moment though, it's very, very set for Wrexham as we intercept the pass there and find Boyle. As 15 minutes of time remain here, will we see either side pick up a winner? We're doing our very best to try and be on the ball as much as possible and impress the boss. Davies will now find Young. He finds the ball back for Davies. Will play Mullin. Mullin now then into my path. Over on the left-hand side is McLean. McLean into the area. Brilliant delivery, back post! There is Mullin! And Paul Mullin scores the first goal of the series! It is a wonderful delivery by James McLean on this left-hand side. And Mullin could do anything to put that ball in the back of the net, but a powerful header later, Wrexham lead. The delivery was inch perfect. All he had to do was get something on the end of it. And he does. And the goal there for Wrexham. It is a brilliantly worked finish. And we deserve that from the way that we've sort of played since coming on. You know, we saw us have a chance straight at the goalkeeper. But that one, great play all around. Final few moments now then of this first match for Wrexham for us. And I'm quite happy with how we played here. James McLean's assist for Paul Mullin's goal so far looks to have given us the victory here today. Here is Fletcher though. There might be one final chance in this for us. Fletcher, if he can put this ball towards the middle, I was there. Paul Mullin on the turn, finding McLean. Shot coming through, blocked, cleared away by Mirandes. And that is full time, my friends. Wrexham 1, Mirandes 0 to embark on this new journey. And hopefully we've done enough to impress the boss there to include us in the second game. Not quite just yet, but with a bit of training, we should be able to potentially make the starting 11. Now, I do want to get your thoughts on this, and it's to do with our skill points. You can see we've already got 3, and we've had 6 to start with, so that's 9 skill points already picked up. And if we look at our squad hub, after allocating them into the areas we did, we are now the best player at the club, 72 overall. So our rating will climb really, really quickly. And I don't know if we should put a cap on how many skill points we're allowed to spend per season, or if we should just go nuts and spend every single skill point as and when we get them. But then that means that we are really high rated, even if we're playing in League 2 still. So let me know your thoughts on that. Be interested to see what you lovely people think. As I say, we aren't yet in the starting 11, but with training ahead of this next match, we might be. Again, after training, we get to level 5, meaning more skill points. I'm not going to put these in just yet, though, but we have made the starting 11 ahead of this one here against Almere City. We're playing at the Parc des Princes. Really nice ground to play at already in our career. Of course, we played there last year for PSG. Quite deep on the ball here, trying to dictate the play here for Wrexham, because at the moment, there's not a lot of space to work with ahead of the attack. Here is Ford, though, on the right-hand side. He will now try to get down towards the byline. Pulls it back here towards the edge of the penalty area. We're on the turn. Inside is Young. Brilliant. Mullin, edge of the penalty area. Now Ford again. Ford will pull it back once more. There's an opportunity maybe to look for a shot. Instead, we'll play it out to the left. Here is now the delivery from James McLean into the area. Can we win the header? We don't. It falls, though, in the box. And there's the finish. And just like that, Palmer's scored. 16 minutes gone. Wrexham leads. Again, it's another really, really good delivery by James McLean. Really asked the questions of the defence. We don't win the header in order to find a finish or the assist, but the ball ricochets down towards Palmer, whose first-time finish is precise. And Wrexham take the lead here after only 16 minutes. Young, forwards for Mullin. Mullin finding Young again, overlapping his Ford. On the right-hand side, goes back to Young. Mullins through the centre. He's found him as well. Palmer waits in the middle. Paul Mullin, though, will now find Davies. Davies with a shot. It falls again the way of Ollie Palmer. And a like-for-like goal. Much like he had in the first one. It's the first-time volley. And the ball is in the same situation. In the back of Almere City's goal. Let's see what we can do defensively then, because this looks like it could be a chance. O'Connell, brilliant work there to win back possession. Now Mullin forward to Ollie Palmer. Palmer on the turn, finds Mullin. Mullin now has the run of Ford ahead of him. Here he is, Ford. Mullin to his left. Palmer as well. Here is Palmer finding his strike partner. And Radlinger will save. 7 minutes to go until half-time. Wrexham in control here. And this is really good to see ahead of the new season. If we play like this in League 2, it's going to be a promising year ahead of us. We will pick up this loose ball following the corner. And space has been given to us. We'll go inside here to Davies. Davies will now find Young. Young on the edge of the area. Ford to his right. Instead, we'll go back towards myself. Similar situation we were in for the opening goal. We turn back, find Palmer. Palmer picks out Davies. Davies picks out Mullin. 3-0 Wrexham. What is this football we are seeing from the Welsh side? This is outstanding already. McLean, left-hand side, cuts back in, finds Davies. Davies now then will play Young. Young's ball through. We made the run in behind. Can we finish? No, we can't. Radlinger saves. It was almost our first goal. It was a fantastic midfield run into that space created. The ball was there, and I just couldn't apply the finish. Alvaro Pena, now post. Back the way of Alvaro Pena. 4 minutes of normal time remain. Almere City finishing the game well, but too late for them now for any kind of fight back. Hansen into a central position. Will find Coop Miners. Miners now then with the ball through. Kitala! And he will score. And I ended up shortening Coop Miners' name to just Miners. Great ball through. And then the goal is there for Almere City. But as I say, way too late to make anything of this match now. There is full-time confirmation of the 3-1 victory here today in this one. And I think I might sim the rest of the pre-season tour and try and get into the first game of the season in League 2 today. So I did go ahead and sim the final pre-season tour match. We lost it 3-1, but that has taken us into the first game of the League 2 season up against Swindon. And we are going to be making our debut for Wrexham in this one. It's the final match of today. And we'll see if we can start the league season with a victory. We have a couple of things, though, in player agent and activities. I've just realised the low match performance was because I did play in that previous fixture in the pre-season tour, but didn't play too well. Is what it is. Happens from time to time. We're going to choose Heartbeat now that we know that that's a few of the passing ones. We've also got some shopping to do. I do have enough money for these, so we'll get these done. Get us a training boost and some points as well. Starting 11 is on the screen right here. Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullin are up front for Wrexham. So we'll see if they continue their goal-scoring antics at the start of this new League 2 season. Our job is almost to make this Wrexham side tick at the centre of the park as best we can as we spread the play out to the right-hand side here for Barnett. His control, though, and it will actually be a free kick, given the way of Wrexham. Paul Mullin will take. I believe it was for a handball. And Mullin will look to deliver this into the box. He's got Ollie Palmer, his strike partner, in there, and he does aim towards Ollie Palmer, but the ball is out for a Wrexham corner. We'll see if there's anything to come of this. Young delivers to that near post. Godwin, my life, heads away. It's back with myself, though. We'll hold on to the possession for the moment. Inside towards Davies. Davies on the turn. Looks back towards me. Will find us as well. I tried to return the pass. Given away, and now Austin can take Swindon forwards. Chance on the counter. Kinsella with possession. Right-hand side. Looks like Wrexham have got the players back behind the ball, though, now. And actually, it's a loose pass given away by Swindon, which might then set up Wrexham for a counter-attack opportunity from one end to the other. We dribble away from a challenge, looking for the ball through to release McLean. Hutton in the way. Davies now finding Young. We've had a lot of the ball so far in this one, but no clear-cut chance just yet. Here is Mullin. Controls well, holds off the challenge of Godwin, my life, but then he's won it back really, really well there, the Swindon defender. And now Young finding Austin. Austin back the way of Young. And whilst we haven't had a clear-cut chance, neither have Swindon. So it's been one of those games where both sides really just kind of struggle to create anything. As Young's ball back the way of Khan. Khan now to Young once more. Young on the turn. Chance to shoot maybe. Does find McEachran. McEachran! There's the goal. Swindon have got it. 41 minutes on the clock. And McEachran scores. First chance really of the game. And it's in the back of the net. Khan, our opposite number. He will find the ball out wide to Hutton. Hutton on the right-hand side here for Swindon. 1-2 if Kinsella is on. Kinsella opts not to play it, though. Instead goes himself. And he'll look for the ball back to Hutton. It's really well worked here by Swindon. Hutton into the area. I'm not sure what happened, but the ball just got away from him at the vital time when he was looking to shoot. And now we have the ball here for Wrexham, but only Mullin ahead of me. I'll continue the run forwards here. And it's a poor ball from Paul Mullin. I thought maybe someone was down the right-hand side, but no. And Ollie Palmer's going off. Stephen Fletcher coming on for Wrexham with 25 minutes to go to try and salvage something of the game, of which we haven't really had anything to suggest we can. We haven't yet forced the goalkeeper of Swindon into a save. Meanwhile, they haven't really done anything either. I mean, they scored that goal, that's it, pretty much. So, quiet one here, but at the moment the points are going the way of Swindon. McEachran now looks to play inside. Kinsella, we've intercepted the pass. We will play Davies. Davies now goes back to Young. 7 minutes of the time remains here for Wrexham. We need a chance and we need it now. Tozer forward towards Barnett. He'll play inside. We have got a run ahead of us from Mullin. Mullin will turn, play Fletcher. Fletcher, I would have been offside if he'd have looked to play it. Davies will hold on to the ball. He does get the ball through to us. It's a big chance here. It's blocked. We'll hold on to possession for the moment. Ball inside for Mullin. Blocked again. Oh, I was trying to get it on the left foot and try and place it far corner. Didn't work out as intended, but Wrexham finishing here quite strongly. Final minute of the game, and we are into added time, and that's going to be that. Oh, man. It was hard fought, but for large parts, there was a lack of chances. Swindon's McEachran takes his, and they pick up a slender 1-0 victory. It's a frustrating way to start the season. I said this was going to be the final game, but actually it's not. I can't finish the episode like that. We're going to play one more, my friends. And that final game will see us take on Morecambe. Please, can we end with a victory here? Mullin starts. Dalby, though, is in for Ollie Palmer. Ford at right back as well are the only changes, I think, to the side that just featured in the previous fixture. O'Connell forwards here to Davies. Inside for Mullin. Mullin plays Dalby. Dalby now then on the turn. Dalby's ball will find us. We will get the shot away, and it's narrowly wide. I just decided to take it on. The shot was there, but we don't convert. Finishing, boots, not there yet in our career. But as we progress through, hopefully our finishing will become a whole lot better. Good header there to find Mullin. Mullin will find Young. Young now will play it out wide for Ford. Ford inside to Mullin again. And Mullin's ball will find myself as we look to send it through over the top here for Davies. Header in. Love blocks. I have also got handballs turned on, by the way, just to let you know. So any handballs will result in a penalty or a free kick. Do let me know your thoughts on that. Should I keep them on? Should we only have them for free kicks, or should we not have them at all? Tunnicliffe here as he'll go back towards me, looking to deliver. It's not a great cross, straight at Smith. Davies picks it back up, though, well here as we win it straight back. Now Mullin going to make the run ahead of him as he will now play it. And we will go back here for McLean. McLean, I'm still giving him support on the left. Can turn back if he wants to use me. Dalby now does. The cross is there, as, again, it's not a great delivery, but Dalby will pick it up and send the volley goalwards, and Smith had to be quick to react and save. Good effort, Dalby. Saved by Smith. It was a poor delivery from myself, but it still worked in a chance. It's been a far better first half here from Wrexham than that we saw against Swindon, but so far nothing to show of it in the way of a goal. That's brilliantly done by Davies, though, to win it back. And we're trying to drive Wrexham forward on the attack. Finding McLean, quick 1-2, get the ball back from him. Now Davies to my right, finding Mullen. Mullen's got McLean over on the left-hand side. James McLean's ball to that near post. Oh! Wrexham score! It is our first in a Wrexham shirt. And it's taken us, there's the celebration. You love to see it, look at it. Oh, yes. 2 minutes until the half-time whistle. Wrexham lead. And it's the Wonder Kid who's got it. It's us. It's a terrible finish. I mean, you know what? I say it's a terrible finish. A finish is a finish, and that's what matters. But, oh, man. Get in! Tunnicliffe finds my feet. There's half-time, and really happy with that first half. And it's something I want to do this season, those smart runs from midfield to pop up in goal-scoring positions, nab a few goals that way, but also just be a solid centre midfielder for Wrexham. 10 match rating from the first half. Can't really ask for any more than that, can you? To Tonda, away from Mullin. Ball forwards, cut out by Ford, who wins it well for Wrexham. Now back the way of Ford as he went forwards down the right. Now Young. We are in this central area. I see McLean on the left-hand side, but the question is, can I pick him out? The answer is no. As we tried to play an ambitious pass. Great work by Tunnicliffe, though, to win it back. Now Mullin into Davies. Davies, switch of plays on. We can control it, and we do control it. And the ball back for Dalby. It's 2 for Wrexham. It is a goal and an assist, and Wrexham are cruising to the 3 points here. I said I wanted to finish. I couldn't finish on a defeat to Swindon. I wanted to finish on something more, and we are going to do just that. 2-0 scoreline, 15 minutes to play. Points are ours. Wrexham don't look done there either. We're taking them forwards once more, and we have options ahead of us. And actually, there was no real pass option, so we've gone for it, and it's an outstanding goal. It is absolutely phenomenal. The celebration's on show again, but I can't believe we've hit this as sweet as we have. Sometimes you hit them and the ball just is struck so sweetly through the legs of the defender. Yes, there is a massive question to be asked of the goalkeeping because the ball is not in the corner, but the sheer power on the strike. And from the disappointment of the first game into jubilation of the second, we have played outstanding here. 2 goals, 2 matches, 1 assist from central midfield. What a performance in this second game of the season we've had. Final minutes of this game, and what an end to today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We have so much more coming your way. In fact, there should be the very next episode of the series tomorrow for all of you lovely people. But if we can get 2,000 likes. That's the aim on the video. That'd be really, really cool. And I would thank you all. In fact, I do thank you all so much for all your support. But that would be amazing if we could hit 2,000 likes on this very first episode. The goal for this season, promotion with Wrexham. 1 win, 1 defeat from our opening 2 games. And we'll finish with this. New hero, DJWood, grabs the headlines. As we did have our say on the first victory of the season with Wrexham. Let's take a look then. And we've got Carabao Cup action next time out as we take on Portsmouth. But in League 2, here's the table following the opening 2 fixtures. We're in 9th with 1 win, 1 defeat. But we know it's a long season ahead of us with 46 games to play. And promotion, that's what we want at the end of it. 3 teams go up to League 1 as automatic promotion, and then you have the playoffs as well. So essentially, 3 chances at automatic promotion, if not 1 in the playoffs. I'm confident we'll be able to help Wrexham get promoted to League 1. Please do let me know your thoughts on the skill points. We have 18 already to allocate, but if I do allocate those 18, our rating will go sky high. So should I put a cap on this season and say the maximum overall we can be whilst playing in League 2 is 74, 75, for example? Then obviously as we progress through the leagues, we raise the cap higher and higher. Or do I just go nuts and put all my skill points in straight away? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. Also, let me know your thoughts on the handball ruling. I currently have it turned on for everything, including penalties, but I am open to suggestions on that one as well. In terms of what's to come, we have got, hopefully, episode 2 tomorrow, but also I am going to be doing some career mode videos as well, where I take over a team for one specific video. The first one is going to be Manchester United. I did release a poll on that, and you lovely people told me you want to see us do Man United as the first team. But following that, I'll take suggestions from the comments as to which team will take over next. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss it, and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you all so much for watching this first episode. I'm excited to bring you more, and hopefully you are as well, to see how our journey progresses. But until next time, take care, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Adios!